guitar in a cave up in the hill. Set out running, but I'll take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight. Got two reasons why I cry awake each lonely night. First one's named Sweet Anne-Marie, and she's my heart's delight. Second one is Prison Babe, the sheriff's on my trail. And if she catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail. Hey everybody, welcome to MT Guitar. Today we're doing Friend of the Devil by Grateful Dead. Just such a classic song. It's been covered by countless artists. It appeared on American Beauty in 1970. Jerry wrote the music for this. Robert Hunter wrote the lyrics. This song really has this classic bass line, descending bass line in the key of G. And if you watch Jerry play it live on the Dave Letterman show, for instance, with David Grisman, you'll notice that he's basically playing the top half of a G chord here, and then he switches to a C chord. Okay, so really good stuff because it creates all these cool chord inversions, and it really just creates this wonderful hook that you can play while you're strumming chords. So more on the bluegrass side of things for sure, and we're gonna actually talk about how to try to maybe solo over a song like this. I'm going to actually teach you all the riffs at the intro, you know, kind of like real basic open G riffs that are happening throughout the whole song, but, you know, we'll focus in on the intro. So we'll cover all the sections, really. There's just three. There's verse, chorus, and then the Got Two Reasons Why I Cry bridge. It's pretty accessible, and if you want to get strumming in a more bluegrass kind of Americana way, this is a great lesson to do it. There'll be a full arrangement of this on the Patreon. I have it arranged where you can try the riffs as a solo guitar arrangement, but I'll also just separate the strumming and the intro riffs so you can try either one. And really appreciate your support and all the patrons there as well. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and yeah, I hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so we're going to separate this intro into two guitar parts. That should really set us up well for the rest of the song, whether it's rhythm or lead. You're welcome to just strum this whole song throughout, so you can skip the riffs if you want. Let's start with the strumming, and we'll go through to the riffs, and then we'll be in great shape for the rest of the song. So, at the very beginning, it's actually a little different than normal. Normally it would be bass, strum, okay? But at the very beginning, it's just the descending bass line for the first bar, okay? So that would be, go to the 5th fret, kind of slide up from the 4th fret, like a grace note. Nice little bluegrass thing there. And you're gonna go 4th to 5th fret sliding on the 4th string and hit the 3rd string. Then 4th fret, E, or 2nd fret, D, open. Okay, now the bass line continues. Let's just isolate the bass line. 3, 2 on the 5th string, open, 3 on the 6th string. So the bass line without any strumming would be with that fingering. Now, after the first 4 notes here, let's get a C chord ready because we're going to start bass down up on the C chord. 2nd fret, C over B, bass down up. It looks like an A minor 7, but it's basically a C over A, bass down up. Now just add your 3rd finger to the 6th string 3rd fret, and then bass down up. Okay, so the whole thing would be. That bass down up is a really classic bluegrass kind of rhythm that we all want to be able to do. Now we do this 4 times. It's only the first time where the G is just by itself. Now we're going to do bass down up, and we're going to get the 3rd fret 1st string there. And we're going to go bass, meaning 4th string, down up on the rest of the strings. 4th fret, 4th string. Now we have to refinger our chord to pinky on the 1st string, 3rd fret, middle finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, bass down up, bass down up. So that's. And then C, same as before. Let's do it a little bit slower. 3, 4. One more time. If you're ready, let's try it a little bit faster. 3, 4. Again. Okay. All right, that's going to be good to get nice and comfortable because that's, of course, the main hook throughout the whole song, throughout all the verses. All right, so for the riffs, they all start on the C chord. So nothing for this part, but then when the chord goes to C, we start our riffs. All right, so let me play the first riff here. All right, and if you want to see how that lines up with the chord, you know, it's written out on the Patreon, but it's over the C, B, A, dun, dun, then it's G chord again. Okay, so that's O1-2, hammer 4th string, 3rd string open, hammer to 2nd fret, and then 2nd fret 4th string, 3rd string open. So it's one more time. So in my arrangement of the, you know, in my demo, I did it with the bass, which is pretty tough. So I would just start with this for a while. All right, let me play the next riff here. So it's 3, 4. So that's a long phrase there, but it's O2-5, hammer, all hammer, 4th string, 3rd string open, 2-4 hammer on, 4-2-0 pull off. So that's that. Now over the C chord, O1-2 hammer on. So that's O1-2 hammer on 4th string, 2-0 pull off 3rd string. 2nd fret 4th string, back to 3rd string, open. So that's. Now back to 2nd fret, 4th string, then hammer on to 3rd string, 2nd fret, back to 4th string, back to 3rd string. So that's. It's kind of a tongue twister there. All right, so let's do the whole phrase there. 3, 4. Good, halfway through. Now we do 4 to 5 slides, so I'll just play the riff first. It sounds like this. Okay. So that's 4 to 5 slide, 4th string, 3rd string open, 4-0 pull off, open. 2nd string, O1-3, a riff that happens throughout the whole song a lot. Okay, 3 to 5 slide, then 3-1-1, and then 4th string O2, 3rd string 2-0, 2-0. So that's. Good. Last phrase here is. Kind of similar to the last one, so starts the same way. Okay, that's exactly the same as before. Then still the same, but this time open, third string, and then 5, 3, 1. So open 5th fret, open 3rd fret, open 1st fret, and then hit the 1st fret twice, 2-0 pull off. All right, so let's play the entire intro together, all the fills. Just for clarity, I'm gonna play the first 4 bass lines to get us started. Ready? 3, nice and slow. Here we go. Good. So there's your lead riff lesson for the day. Those riffs basically are great examples of what continues throughout the song in variations, of course. And you just want to get a big vocabulary of riffs. And of course, that's the joy of learning songs, is that you can play them enough, and then you can get them into your own vocabulary, and you can use them in your own playing. So there you go. Now we're going to basically play the verse, which is just what we've done already. Let's do that again, nice and slow, just to rehash that. Then we'll make it to the chorus, okay? So nice and slow, what we've already done on the intro, but just the strumming, okay? 3, 4. Now, on the second time when he says morning came around, he actually kind of stays on the A minor on the live versions. So we're going to do that. All right. So second time, just stay on the A bass. Now we're going to go to D, and this is a simple as can be here. Bass down up. So we go 4th string, 5th string. Okay. Sit out running, but I'll take my time. Really important to get that, nice and smooth. Now A minor, 5th string, 6th string. Back to D. I get home before daylight. A minor, get some sleep. And then it ends on D, but it's twice as long. So you can see if you've done this work, this part's a piece of cake because the bass isn't moving. I'm playing it a little fast. You don't have to play it this fast, especially if you're just getting going on it. Okay. Then it goes back to verse. It's 3 verses, 3 choruses. After that, we have the final section, which is, the bridge. Now you don't have to do a bar chord. You could do it here. But the reason that I think Jerry did it with a bar chord live is that when he's on, she's my heart's delight, it's easier to do this thing here with the bar chords. So I would say do the bar chords just for this alone, because it's really cool. So here we go. Same exact process. It's 5th string, down, up on the D major bar chord. Then just go to the 6th string, same fret. Like that. Now go down 2 frets to a C. Same process. Now, at the end of the time here, bass chord, bass chord. So you're going to go bass chord. It's like 1 E enda. And then go up a fret to C sharp, bass chord, and then you're on to the second half. Now it goes to A minor, just a regular A minor. And then C, so this time an open chord C. Just 2 beats, so it's a bar of 2. 1, 2, and then D for 2 bars. Let's do the whole bridge. 3, 4. Got 2 reasons why I awake each lonely night. C. First one name's Sweet Anne Marie. She's my heart's delight. Second one is Prison Bay. Sheriff's on my tail. Yep. A minor. Here's the C. And straight to D. A little tricky rhythm-wise. Good. Okay, now I told you I would maybe talk about how to solo over the song. So if you're still here, first off, thanks so much for still watching here. We've got the 3 sections, the verse, chorus, bridge. The intro is just basically the verse. Now we want to say, how would we solo? You know, first off, you can take that riff up an octave and kind of get a more higher version of this part. 3, G major descending, just regular G major scale. Now you can add some open strings, for instance, because bluegrass loves open strings. Right? I'm just basically going first, second, third strings for all those notes, and then second, third, fourth strings. So that's one way to go. And then for the C, I'm adding the second fret, fourth string. Okay? All right. But a little more generally speaking, for this song, what I'd recommend is really knowing your major scale, like really down, and being able to add a flat 3. So, for instance, if I'm in G, I'd want to have that open G major scale pretty comfortable. Then I'd want to add the flat 3 for a little bit of a bluesy sound. Okay? Then I'd want to be able to slide up here or hammer on. So I'd have open, I'd have a couple maybe pentatonic shape. All right. The key of G is kind of like the banjo on the guitar. It's kind of open, right? So you want to use the open strings. And when it goes to other chords, like for instance, for the C chord, if I'm starting in the solo here and I'm playing in G, I'd want to hit some chord tones. So here's a C chord. And we see that in the intro riffs. And it's going to this E note, which is a chord tone of C. So it's like... I could even go to a C note here. So you want to follow the chord tones. So when it goes from G to C. When it goes to D, I'm still in G major, but now I can go to the 5 chord, which is here. And the 5 chord has basically, it's like the 5th mode of G. So it's D mixolydian is one way to think about it. So you can think of it like that, or you can just think of it as I'm still in G major, but I'm highlighting the D major chord tones. And then it goes to A minor, and then D. See? Just keep it simple for now, and then really just explore G major scale all over the neck. Try cross picking, so down, up every time, and start slow and then just kind of pick up the speed. And you don't need to overthink the theory, just G major, right? And then if you want to get a little more complicated, you can think of the chord tones, right? And Jerry was a master of highlighting the chord tones. So he always sounded like he knew what he was doing, because he did. All right, so there you go. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it's not too long-winded either, because I just want you to get playing and have fun, as soon as possible. So hopefully you enjoy, and looking forward to seeing you next lesson. Bye.